Okay, I put out a video earlier asking is there a way to do like a climate control walking zones or climate control transportation zones within colder region cities, or at least is there a way to heat an entire region? Not exactly heat an entire region, but heat areas in a region to make it more comfortable for people to be moving around and to live. You don't want to use conventional methods of generating heat because one, they pollute, and two, you don't want to put so much strain on the grid that you're taking away from the homes that are using that energy to heat. And to be honest, you should have multiple sources of heat in a home just in case that the grid fails, because we already know the grid could and will fail. But moving on, I was doing a little bit of research. I want to say that the depth that they're talking about is from sea level, because most things are gauged from sea level. At 1,000 meters, or a single 1 kilometer, is about 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. I believe the math to convert that to Fahrenheit is multiplied by 9 over 5. I'm not 100% sure on that, but this is all off memory. I know boiling point of water is 212 degrees, and then boiling point in Celsius is 100 degrees. So you're just cutting that in half, you're about 106. So if you were to do the math on that, you're probably ranging between 80 and 100 degrees at a kilometer deep from sea level. What I'm thinking is, we have drilling rigs that can probably reach pretty far down there. I'm just wondering, are you able to transport that heat? I mean, remember, a kilometer is quite a ways to transfer heat, so I don't know the efficiency of this. But if you can bring that stuff down, almost like do the opposite of a condenser. You take the heat from the bottom, bring it up, and then condense it. And then the condenser increases the heat. Because usually a condenser will condense it. If I remember right, it takes the air that's kind of cool, condenses it, evaporates it, and then releases the pressure again to cool it off again. I'm not 100% sure, I'm not an AC tech kid. But it is possible to be able to transfer that heat energy from underground up, at least in the colder regions, allowing a more comfortable living style in the colder region. We have drilling rigs, we do fracking. We already know how to drill deep into the earth. So what would it take? And the biggest question is this based off sea level? Because I was thinking Colorado for indoor growing. I would rather have a renewable source of heat to do climate control in an indoor growing session, because a lot of the energy will probably be used for lighting. A lot of energy used for lighting. Less energy that you use, the better anyway, or less grid energy you use is better anyway. I was wondering, this is an old concept. Geothermal cooling and heating is an old concept. I wonder if we're just not maxing out its ability. And this is a very simple concept. But you know what? At 90 degrees underground, if you were to transfer that up and compress it in a compressor, yeah, it uses a lot of energy too. That's where the biggest sucker of energy is, the compressor in the air conditioning system. But at least you're not burning fuel. You're only using energy to condense the heat, to bring up the temperature high enough to apply it any way that you want. Me, I'm talking about heating a region. And we already got global warming, but we only got global warming where we don't want it. Can we warm where we do? Anyway, I don't know, just a weird thought. Jones out.